Hello, and welcome back to the dining room, not for an unboxing, but a continuation of an unboxing. When I unboxed the FX30, my new camera, I was going to, as part of that video, run through the setup, but because of my yapping and the video got very long, so I didn't do that. And I said, well, I'll get to it. Well, a package arrived today, and so tomorrow I have another unboxing to do, and I want to use my new camera as part of my shooting setup, which means I need to set it up. And so I figured, well, here, I'll shoot the rest of that unboxing video where I set up the camera tonight. To set up the FX, well, first we have to turn it on and tell it we want English. And look, I can touch it. I'm so excited. Set, date, and time. Okay, New York. Chicago, Mexico City. Month, day, year, because I'm American, and that's how we do it. Oh, that's that. Okay. I never remember what November it is. And it is 6:04. Now this is new. This is like every Sony camera. You have to go in and set the power off temperature to high. Well, here it prompts you to do that. The temperature may rise to prioritize recording. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, now we're pixel mapping, which you do with the lens cap on. Well, you probably saw that go by on the screen. Well, that was fast. And now we're here. I'm not sure if you can tell through the camera, but this little 2.36 megapixel screen is pretty good. Also, I like that they've moved the audio meters up here above the frame. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape. So recording frame rate, I do 24p, 1/50th. Got shutter speed. Oh, so you have logs, okay. I want to be 4K. Yeah, that's good enough. I thought I just set that, but record setting. I'm not gonna do the 10-bit. Because it really slows down DaVinci Resolve. I don't care about any of that. Lens compensation. Turn on lens breathing compensation. So now I'm just going to fool around in the menus. The only thing I'm going to do from this point, it's all interesting, is I'm going to change the name of the files to start FX30 so I will know when I'm working with the files which camera they came from. I do this with all my cameras. But other than that, you could just, if you don't want to see the menus, just skip to the next chapter and I'll talk about how I feel about the camera in general and how it's been behaving for me. The front button is movie shooting. It says 1, but it's actually on the camera, it's labeled 6, so this isn't terribly helpful. These menus are so much better than the older Sony menus, and especially because you can touch things.
1 week later.
So now that the camera was all set up, I did some shooting with it. And the first thing I discovered was that the FX30, which by the way you're looking at me through right now, through the Tamron 11 to 20 millimeter f2.8 lens. But I discovered that it comes defaulting to picture profile 11, which is S-Cinetone. So when I started shooting with it, my colors didn't match, because I was not using S-Cinetone in the A7 IV, and of course the A7C doesn't support S-Cinetone. So, but once I got that set, the colors are a little better matched now, although I'm still learning. Oh, another thing I didn't like is the power. The power is a little slide, and it's on the back, so you have to reach across the camera and then slide this little slider. Like the ZV-E10, it also has the little sliding power button. I don't like it on that. I don't like it on this. I do like the little record button right here on the front, right next to the lens, number 6. So I can just reach over and hit record. It's relatively easy to shoot with. I mean, it does all the things it needs to do. I have a video coming up where I am going to try out different lenses, different APS-C lenses on the FX30. So stay tuned for that. But so far, it does what it's supposed to do. It's doing a pretty good job. Well, you're looking at it right now. How does it look? Do I look normal? Don't answer that. But that's the setup of the FX30. Sorry it was so boring, and that I was mainly just running through menus. That was just so you could see them, and I did tell you you could skip them. But that's all for this week. Not much of a video. Just wanted you to see the setup of the FX30 and give you my first impressions. My first impressions are it's a good camera. It's doing a decent job. I'm not unhappy. I just don't like the little power button and the S-Cinetone. Well, of course, the S-Cinetone is an advantage if you have it on all your cameras so that you can, get your colors to match. Since I don't have it on all my cameras, I can't use it right now. Although I hear there may be a thing coming to let I keep pointing over here, the A7C's over here. So that's all for this week. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time, probably with some lenses for the FX30. Bye-bye.